Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will answer the question which phone is the best, the A3 or the Note 8 Pro. Let's begin. And the answer to that question might surprise you. As you can see, we are going to be using versus.com, which already tells us that the 8 Pro the Note 8 Pro is a little bit better, with it striking 50 points in the world of comparing smartphones, while the Redmi A3 only has 44. It is important to note that these phones have 4-year-old difference between them, and it is very seen. Because the Note 8 Pro was not a budget phone when it's first released, like it was far from it, while the A3 is a budget phone nowadays. So let's try to compare them. As you can see, it's really hard to do this on this site because it will already tell you that, well, actually the Note 8 Pro is much better because this and this. So instead, let's go over and go to our little GSM arena, but we're not going to be comparing the Note 8. Instead, let's go and find Note 8 Pro, which is right here, and let's switch to differences so I only see the differences. And here we can see basically everything. First of all, in terms of display, the budget phone is a bit bigger, even though that its resolution is twice as bad, almost, than the old Note 8 Pro. And the Note 8 Pro still has advantages, with, for example, coming in Gorilla Glass 5, while the Redmi A3 only has Gorilla Glass 3. And then the probably biggest deal breaker and the biggest reason why I'm not agreeing with the versus.com is the platform itself, because as you can see, the Note 8 Pro is only upgradable to Android 11, which is, I don't want to say outdated system, because there are many other outdated versions of Android. However, comparing it to Android 14 or 15 even, it is a bit outdated. And then there's also the case of the CPU, which, if you look closely, you will notice that isn't that better in terms of basically performance, comparing it to the other CPU from A3. Then we have the memory, and I have the memory and the cameras, because obviously the very expensive phone from 2019 will have better cameras than the budget phone from this year, from the last year, because as you can see, the difference is pretty noticeable. Like, I don't think I have to really showcase you this, but in terms of cameras, they have almost 10 times more megapixels than the A3. And looking at the memory, we can see that the cheapest version still has 2 more gigs of RAM than the A3 version, which only has 2 gigs of RAM, which is not enough in today's world of, applications, software, everything else. There's not many interesting things later going on. Both of these have USB Type-C. The Bluetooth versions are pretty close, like you probably won't see that big of a difference in here. Both of these have the fingerprint. The battery is a little bit different, with the old version, like the old kind of design of the battery, with a bit smaller capacity, while the A3 has bigger capacity but slower charging rate. Anyway, going back to our versus.com, we'll see exactly my point right here, because on everything else, the Note 8 Pro is better. except on the operating system. And even if you try to cut out the operating system because maybe you don't care about that, maybe you don't care about security patches, sure, I mean, sure, you do you, I'm not going to judge that, but even though if we cut this operating system like that, we'll still see that in terms of battery, there's not a big of a difference. In terms of performance, there's not a big of a difference too. I hardly disagree on the display though, because there is slightly more pixels. If we scroll down, we'll see that, yeah, the resolution is 2 times higher. That's expectable. And in terms of megapixels in the cameras, we are talking about almost 10 times more megapixels and 4 times more in context of the front or selfie camera, and also double the size of internal storage. So overall, which phone is better? I would say it depends, because you have to keep in mind that the Note 8 Pro is no longer in production, and it kinda left production a few years ago, while the A3 is in production and you can easily buy it for very, very cheap, while Note 8 Pro, sure, if you go hunting, then you might hunt it for whatever price, because probably it will be the second-hand phone right now, already used. I doubt you will lay your little hands upon the newest version. I mean, good luck, I'm not going to say that you can do that, though, even though, in terms of everything, I still think that having newest Android version with the better security patches is more important than having little bit more megapixels, because the software in the end, at least for me, is more important. And the price, because most likely the Note 8 Pro, even though it's already 5 years old, will be more expensive than the budget A3. So I do overall think that the A3 is a little better than Note 8 Pro. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you found it useful, please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.